Hi Pisces, this is going to be your Sun, Moon, and Rising video for October 2025. Please check back to your Moon and Rising sign as they're posted because the message will not resonate with everybody. So my website is under construction right now. So if you want to book a reading with me, you can go to my web address, my email address, which is hiddenlotustarot@gmail.com. Let's get started. Oh, wait a minute. I have to introduce you to the cards. I have the Radiant White deck, the La Vida Sibila for clarification, should we need, and we're going to wrap the reading up with a Golden Nostradamus card. Okay, let's get started. I've already done some meditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph. I might have to interrupt the reading because I thought my electrician had come earlier, but it wasn't. He's on its way. So let me put another rifle and shovel on the cards. This would be a 9-card spread. Let's cut the deck. Here we go. The Moon, the Judgment, the Six of Pentacles, next row, the High Priestess, so I have two twos. The High Priestess is a 2, but Judgment is 20. So 2 in numerology, the 2 plus a 0 equals a 2. So there's 2 2s here. The King of Coins, the Temperance. That card came out a lot for October. I think people are going to need patience this month. I know the government just shut down. People will not be getting paid. Prices are going up. Last row, the Five of Swords, the World card, finally the Ace of Swords. So something is definitely going to change. What is over the entire reading? The Ten of Pentacles. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana, 1, 2, 3 pip cards, 2 swords, 2 pentacles, and a court card, the King of Pentacles, and spread proper. So right in the center we have the King of Pentacles. So maybe the reading is about him, Pisces. And so the King of Pentacles is an earth sign male. He usually represents a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. By profession, he's usually a banker, a loan officer, a cashier, a stockbroker, a financier. He usually is somebody who owns a business, sometimes a wealthy business, but is somebody that you can go to for good financial advice. Okay? The cards are read past, present, future. Past, present, future with the interplay of the cards. Right at the top we have the Moon card. And the Moon card, it's a timing card, It says that this might happen around the full moon of October. And it's a card that says no matter what, you're going to have to travel through the dark to a place where you get in touch with your emotions. Okay? Look at the card. We have the dog, the wolf, which the domestic side of ourselves, the wild side of ourselves, and see the crustacean coming out of the water. Those are our emotions. And you have to travel down the long path and between the two towers. So the card represents sometimes intuition. It represents illusions, fantasies, delusions. Like you know how we can see more brightly by the light of the sun than we can the moon. And sometimes, even when the moon is full, there are things that we see that may not be there. So like we can see shadows that aren't real. And the card says you have to get a handle on your emotions, trust what your guts are telling you, and get a handle on your emotions. Next, we have the Judgment card. So this, to me, speaks about, I think some kind of announcement is going to be made. See how the flag is there? That's the international symbol of the hospital. To me, I always hear help is on the way when this card shows up. See how the horn is there? But the people are being called to a new life. And judgment is not just about final judgment. It's also about using your own judgment, making your own decisions. It's a 2. So 2s always represent choices, decisions, options, dualities, oppositions, like you being opposed within yourself about something or someone actively opposing you. But it spells a crossroads. You have to make a decision. Okay? And even not making a decision is a decision. So it's about using your own decision-making process, your own logic, your own reason, and deciding what you want to do for yourself. You have to know where you came from in order to know where you're going. And the card says you should review your life and see where you have gone wrong in some places, own up to it, and try to do better. Here we have the 6 of coins. 6s are all about love, balance, and harmony. A 6 that's what the number represents. And this card says it's about sharing, giving, sometimes a philanthropy. It can say that you might receive a small amount of money, and in turn you can help like your friends or family with it. You can gift them the money. But I have another thing for this card, another interpretation, which is I call it the player card. Player because he is giving one person everything and the other person is getting nothing. So this is about, it's a coin, and coins represent the physical realm. So this could be telling you, be careful with how you give, what you share. I'm not just talking money. It can be emotions, thoughts, what you do for people, all your resources. So be careful and think about how you're giving or sharing all your resources. Here we have the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is another card of intuition. The High Priestess, unlike the moon, the High Priestess tell you to go within. Find the small, still, quiet voice within. Listen to what your intuition is telling you. She is a person who doesn't, she doesn't tell you everything she knows, but she sees a lot. She's very astute, very acute, very in tune, and she knows a lot. For some reason, the letter J is saying out to me. So maybe you know somebody with the letter J, or the person you're dealing with is named, I don't know, John or Jack or Jeff. But like I said, this doesn't, when you, even not making a decision is a decision. And this card says, don't make your decision. Use all your judgment about how you're relating to people, giving and sharing. You don't have to do anything. You just have to observe. Okay? And here we have the Temperance. And the Temperance is a card about reconciliation of opposites. It's about conserving. It's about compromise. It's about moderation in all things. Economy. In all things. Money, love, emotions, whatever you have, to try to be moderate with it. I think the cards are telling you this for a reason. I don't know why. It's a card of both logic, not logic, being grounded in emotions. There's something else it's trying to tell me. We come to the last row. We have the Five of Swords. And look at the card. Whenever I see this card, this is the person I'm reading for. So this would be you. This is talking about some kind of fight or battle with someone. And you have the upper hand at the moment. See how the people have thrown their swords down and walked away? But you have questions. Because see the two swords over his shoulder? That represents, should I have said that? Or should I not have said that? Swords represent thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, communications, ideas. Should I have thought that or should I not have thought that? But it says that you should stand up for yourself in a dispute. You should watch out in case somebody is doing something dirty, underhanded to you or about you. Gossip, losing something or someone close to you. That's what it represents. And also it represents, be careful arguing with people, because the parties that you're arguing with will shoot to every level to win. So be careful of the energy. I have the World card. And the World card, after all this you're going through, the World card represents a graduation of sorts. It says you're ready to move on to the next spiritual level. It also says you have come through so much, you can use your past and you can make your decisions for yourself. Somewhat like judgment, but judgment is more immediate. This says you are free, you know exactly what to do. Don't let anybody sway you from what you have to do. Okay? It also says you are protected. Before you step out, see how the figure is surrounded in the wreath? So it's in balance. And you're protected. And the last card that is in the spread is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is the most powerful ace that there is. When it appears, you can bet something is going to change. All these cards have a quality of waiting, of working through the issue. But this says the things are going to change. You can't avoid it, no matter what you do. I think it's apt that it came out after the World card, because you're ready to step out. So this is a change. The Ace of Swords can represent like contracts and marriages. See how the ring is circling the the sword? But it's a sword. So this could be double-edged. So it could be new ideas coming into play. it speaks about an opportunity, so it could be new ideas, new projects coming into play, but it also can be the excessive degree of everything. Worry, fear, anxiety, like that. Now over here we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles can sometimes represent family money, generational money, enough money for generations to come. Okay, everybody played their part. They know what they're supposed to do, and the family has profited from that. There's a man, the woman, the child, the dog, the two dogs, the old person. Okay, but sometimes the card can represent to me the 10th house, which is the 10th house of status, ambition, drive, what you want to be known for in the community, your community reputation. So I see that a lot when people are thinking about maybe retiring, leaving the workforce and going on to new things. So let me look at, I don't know what this is about. So let me turn this card over, because I can't look at court cards. It's the only person technically in the spread. What I can look at is the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Ace of Swords next to the Moon, Judgment, High Priestess, the Temperance, and the World card. And see what other messages are hidden in the spread. So we start with the Six of Pentacles. Tells me nothing. Two twos. I'm going to give you two twos. Two twos. Will often tell of a commitment or an engagement. And this doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a business commitment or a business engagement. Okay? We look at now the Five of Swords. Tells me nothing. And the Ace of Swords. Next to the World card. It is a sign of a negative attitude or mindset. It may be implying an obstinate attitude, standpoint, and reluctance to take on good advice. So, if this person is trying to give you some good advice, lower your guard and take it. Even if you're not too trusting. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Let me look at the Moon and the High Priestess. I think there's something that says the Moon and the High Priestess. If it feels reverse because of this, the card feels like that. So, if that's the case, it says the person can be weak and can be selfish and weak. It warns of misuse of abilities, conceit, and tells you not to place your trust in someone or situation. It can indicate a lack of commitment. It can suggest a lack of inner harmony. It can warn of misguided psychic talents. If it's a man that this is about, It can signify negative feelings towards women or that feminine qualities in himself are being ignored. Okay? When it appears reverse, tells of a superficial situation involving someone who has a weak character and who lacks enthusiasm, stamina, and strength. The person will not be supportive of you. That if you're looking for support, it will not, or commitment, it will not be forthcoming. Be careful who you confide in. So let's look at this. Yeah, there's some kind of conflict with this guy because he's on the cross with everything. The sword, the ace of swords, the worry, the anxiety, and then he's on the cross with a argument. This can presage a breakup too. The Five of Swords. I don't know. I think he's trying to do something, or he's trying to convince you of something. Or I kind of get this feeling like he's hemmed in. He's ready to break out, but he can't. It's like he's trying to do something and he can't. I think you know it deep down, but maybe you're not paying attention really to what's going on. So this card says use your intuition, and you don't have to make a move right now, but you're gonna have to. I think it's gonna come where you will eventually, you will have to. Let's see. Let's look at the King of Coins. Oh damn, I got it backwards. It's a female. That's a Lanamika. She is someone that you can't identify. She could be your sister, your best friend, your neighbor, and she's doing things to undermine you. She gets you to trust her with your secrets, and then she backstabs you. Very difficult to unmask. So there's no telling who she is. So Laterato is a very smart man that you can talk to. You see, he's waiting to talk to either you or the Namika. I said he couldn't move. This is a Prigione card. Let me read the Prigione to you. Is a cup card. Hang on, because the no, it's a swords card. The electrician has come. Let me go let him in, and then I'll come back and tell you about the Prigione. Okay. The Prigione can be anything that represents you or a situation or a person to an idea. It can be literal, such as an addiction, a dependency, an abusive relationship, physical subjugation to another, incarceration, or figuratively, such as being prey to one's fears and emotions. The card highlights a condition of helplessness, being powerless to change events. Whether this powerlessness is actually real or just a figment of the imagination. It will usually. Another important card is that it represents victims. The card shows a situation of deprivation, of isolation, or lack of support. Its primary meaning is that of a loss of a friend, but that can also be applied to the loss of a mate or a spouse, but not through bereavement. Card also acts as a warning. It says that you may have a potential loss of one's freedom and of situation of subordination and subjugation to another. It indicates serious legal problems, trouble with the police, and incarceration. This is a card that indicates punishment to be expiated, a difficult commitment that has to be seen through to the very end, humiliations, debts, presence of enemies, and adverse destiny. Figuratively, it indicates isolation, solitude, and spiritual emptiness. The inability to analyze one's behavior, to see where mistakes have been made. Financially, it indicates poverty and misery on all levels. A lack of financial means, even slave labor, or work that is underpaid, or the inability to find a better job that you are seeking. Tax evasions and debt. It represents someone who is closed-hearted and does not know how to truly love. It also represents someone who's single due to a heavy character flaw or a physical handicap. In a relationship, it heralds separation and divorce. So that's what the Prigione is all about. So I'm going to pull one Golden Nostradamus to wrap up the reading. We have, I think this is the perfumes. I'm not sure. Flowers. The vase? I don't know. Let me see. The rose. Of all his creatures, God alone can stand on his own. Never be too vain or proud. Accept the advice of people who love you and stay away from the cunning and hatred. Love yourself and be fair with others. So that you have it, Pisces, for October 2025. And I wish you luck. Bye.